my guest. Now, there is an interesting experience I had. I'll share that with you. There was a meeting in, we're both in New York City, guys. So, a lot of events take place and hot shots come talk. So I had a small event, like 30 people in a room with the VP of Google, who was there to introduce some new program. And me being the e-commerce guy, and this was nothing to do with e-com. It was about actually those days. It was about virtual events. So she wanted to take questions, and I put my hand up and I said, "So, what do you guys do about e-commerce? I mean, Google is missing in action." And this is after them trying different things, and we're talking like 2000, about 10 years ago now. So she said, "You're right. We just cannot figure out e-commerce. We tried. That doesn't mean we've given up, but it's just not our game." So this is coming directly from Google. So, I mean, Google is the king in search, period. But because they are the king in search, that becomes being too close to the subject. And anything new, that's why they are always diversifying. YouTube, on the other hand, is a whole different story. Now, YouTube may actually take, because a lot of the searches happen in YouTube, and frankly, a lot of the search results that render YouTube, people go to YouTube. So frankly, I'd say Google has a bit of a challenge in their hands for search. Amazon on product search, I would definitely not discount them. Expect the unexpected, and YouTube, on the other hand, would probably be up there. And as far as people using AI for search, I doubt very much that's going to replace. It's like, when TV came out, they said cinema is dead. Cinema never died. Cinema never died, so it's still there. So that's my take.
Interesting. Thank
Yeah.
you for sharing. Yeah, it's interesting to hear that side of it versus like the more kind of paid social, paid search. There's a market to talk to. Interesting.
Yeah, yeah, it's of course Facebook is another one. When you couple it with Instagram, now they are threatened by TikTok. But you know who I like? I like Pinterest.
Hmm.
So I like Pinterest. In fact, I don't know if you know, but Amazon and Pinterest signed their partnership agreement.
Oh yeah.
So they have this new thing, so which makes total sense. So you never know. It's easy to talk, right? So we'll wait and see, and that's the exciting part. New things come out, and
It it is interesting that every single platform now, Pinterest, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all launched shopping placements within the last 3 years. They've all released them.
yeah,
So
they are
every
all
platform.
they most of them will go away, and there will be two left. And I can tell you, Amazon will be one of them.
Yeah.
And I don't know the second, but that's what happens all the time. I remember, because uh, I've been with the internet business since the beginning of the internet business. So I know the whole history. And when it first came out, Yahoo was the search engine. And it was not even a search. There was no such thing as search engine. It was an internet directory.
Recommendation. Yeah.
It was,
Yeah.
no, directory. They had 14 categories. You would click on the
Oh
category
yeah.
and
Super. Yeah.
so that's what Yahoo was. And I never forget, I was in my office at the time in Florida, and there was a guy next to my office. And of course, those days, everybody is getting into the search engine business because it's
Hmm.
now become search is becoming a big deal. Everybody wants to be a search engine. So, so this guy next door to me, one man show. I said, "What are you doing?" And he says, "Well, I have a search engine." So I kind of laughed. I said, what kind of a search engine is it? I said, "We already have a search engine. You're going to take on Yahoo?" And he says, "No, no, no. This is a niche search engine." I said, "What is it niche for?" Uh, adult, adult stuff. So my point is,
And this was Larry Page. Was this Larry Page?
no, 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 it's I don't even. It's actually an English guy. So anyway, so the point is, everybody was trying to be a search engine, and
Yeah.
Yahoo was the king, and everybody said, "Oh, forget it. Search is over. Don't take on Yahoo, a giant and blah blah public company." So, but there was, I don't know if you remember, there was Lycos with the dog running around.
I don't
Lycos
know.
was a Lycos
No.
is that you don't even know. Lycos was a major public company, and Alta Vista was the main one.
Oh, sure. I know all of this stuff. Yeah.
You remember Alta Vista? There was
There's Netscape, Ask Jeeves.
no Netscape was a browser. Oh my
I did
God,
my search.
it's
Are you listing just search engines? Just search
just search
engines?
engine. Yeah, search engine.
DuckDuckGo. I don't know when that came out, but
There
that's
was
another.
one called started with E. I can't remember the name, and I want to say Expedia, but obviously it's not Expedia. But I don't remember. It starts with E. I can't remember the name. So there's these 4 search engines. Well, guess what? Who is around? Neither.
Yeah.
Neither, right? It's so what happens is, so I see Google, okay, and I notice, but I don't see Google. I notice Google on a university homepage. So of course, I look at it and I'm thinking, stupid people taking on search. But I thought, you know what? I give them credit because they're not promoting themselves as a search engine. And I don't know, I'm sure you know, but Google had a brilliant strategy. What they did was they knew, because what Yahoo did was Yahoo came out and said, we are an internet directory, submit your website to us. And then we'll index it and then we'll do whatever. Google did not do that. They said, okay, in order to be a search, we need content. So what we're going to do is we're going to go grab content first. So they went into universities and libraries. They offered to be their paid search engine on the website. So the SOBs were collecting content and indexing them. That's all they were doing.
Yeah.
So then by the time Google was announced, now the search engine is out public for public search, it was already game over for Yahoo because everything was already indexed. Everything that counted was already indexed. So that's why I always talk about this as a matter of strategy, startup, and now Yahoo is dead, Google is here, and I think that Google has a challenge with product search because of 2 things. One is it's the nature of the beast. The second is, what do you want to do when you find the product you search? You want to buy it, right? Well, in the case of Google, it's at least 2 more clicks. And the whole idea is to reduce the number of clicks. So that's why there are some things, but again, you never know. There are all kinds of things that are happening, and we'll wait and see.
Yeah,
I can
they're
talk
trying.
forever about.
It's interesting. Yeah, I mean, they're trying their Google Shopping native one where you can purchase like it's almost like a massive directory you purchase directly from Google. But I'm curious how they're going to start to take even more traffic away from branded websites and contain it all within their search engine.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.